Okay, we are back with more of the San Diego Open 2019 version on the Tenacious Golf Tour. We left this with the leaders getting ready to play hole number 5. And the first group that was off will be playing the par 3 eighth. I am Tenacious Earl, and I am one of the proprietors of this channel, Tabletop Baseball Plus. So we're going to get right into it. Martin Van Dyke was the leader going in to the final round, and he remains the leader. He bogeyed the first, but then birdied the third, so he is -6. Simanowicz Jr., Dave Simanowicz Jr., he started at -5. He birdied 1 and 3, but then he doubled 4 to fall into a tie with Palmiro Cavallari, who also birdied the third. So, and Trent McAdams is 1 under on his round so far, and he is at -4, 2 behind, and that's where we will pick up with the first group in our coverage, being Fonseca, Copeland the third, and Evan Aldrich, and they're going to be playing the third. So here's a hole that is a little bit easier. Still, if you get a 3, 4, or 5 on the white die, you will end up having to experience that exclamation mark, which is there to make putts a little tougher. And so it's going to be Greer Copeland the third having the tee. He's at +2. He's not currently on our screen there because he is quite a ways back, actually borderline out of contention, but we are going to continue playing. Let's see how he works out on this hole, and he will have the control. His own traits will dictate how he plays this because he gets a white 2. If it was a 3, 4, or 5, the course attributes would have meant more to how he played the hole. So a 2, 4, 6, we look at the combination in the game book, ask if he's champion or dynamic. He is champion, so he will get a chance at an easy birdie putt. So we will roll the green die. I try to always use the green die for putts, and I will use green and black if I need 2 dice. So I need a 1 to 4 for a birdie for Copeland to get back to +1, and he sinks it. So a birdie on 8 will make him a little happier. Okay, so now it'll be Fonseca next. Bogeyed 7 after a birdie on the par 5 sixth. So he is at -1, and it will be course control, and he's going to find the sand. We take the black and the silver in ascending order, so 2, 4, 24, and we look on the card, and it means that's a bunker. So he's going to hit out of the bunker, and he has such a lie that we have to check if he is sandy, which means is he a good sand player, and he does not have the sandy designation, so he will have an exclamation mark raised double difficult putt for par. So I call that X difficult because it would normally be difficult putt for par, but it's going to be double difficult. So Fonseca will have to lag. So the lag will allow him to have an easy bogey putt, and he will drop the even par if he makes it, which he does. So he's 2 over on his round, going the wrong way. Now Evan Aldrich with a red chip, which is a negative. He's going to hold on to it here. The right side is not so favorable on this hole, so and it's going to be he's going to need a clutch putt for par, and he is so far back he's just going to try to make it. He's semi-gold, and this would remove the red chip if he makes it. Clutch putt's made, so it's 1 to 4, but he misses that as well, so he gets a second red chip, and now he'll have an easy bogey, and so we're going to have 2 out of 3 bogeys and get 1 birdie. But Aldrich will now drop, so him and Copeland swap places. Okay, back to 7. Dustin Emmerich, Gail Honorado, and Bob Demelmeyer. Demelmeyer is out of contention. He's had a rough round of it so far. 7 over par through 6 holes. Not the way he envisioned it. So, it's going to be Dustin Emmerich with the tee, and he is going to use 2 blue chips to take control of this one. He's hoping maybe he can squeeze a birdie out on a hole that not many people will birdie in this round. So 2, 4, 5. Is he a legend? No. He's going to have to go with short game checking, so his strategy may not have worked out here. He's also not stoned, so that does help. It gives him an easy putt for par. So he will ensure himself a par, barring a really unfortunate roll. Oh, and he almost got it. 6-6 misses is a miss on the easy par, but instead it is a par. And he remains at -2, so tried to see if we could squeeze him a birdie here and get him kind of back into that talk of a leader. Now it's Honorado coming off a birdie. And it's going to be in the sand in 2 with a green 2, so he may have a decent shot at par here. Let's see. Sand in 2 and a 2. Is he sandy? Semi-sandy, no dot. So he does not have sandy, but it gives him an easy putt for par. No exclamation mark on this one. So he makes it. And Demmelmeyer, this is a daunting hole. So he gets a birdie if this is a dot, and it is. So guys had a very up and down round. Okay, so back to 6, one of the easier holes on the course. Trent McAdams, 2 back, would like to take advantage of this and move himself maybe even up into a tie if he could get an eagle here. Let's see. 2, 5, 5 will be the roll with the dot showing. So, is he a legend? No. Hero? Semi-hero with a dot, so he is a hero. So he gets a blue chip and the second part of the gallery cheers. So the normal gallery cheers. And it will ask if he's a hacker, which he isn't, so he'll have a moderate putt for birdie. So not a great opportunity here. It's a 1 or 2. And he is going to hold on to the blue chip. Needs a 1 or 2, and he will make it. About a 10-foot putt for birdie here. Oh, and he drains it. So 2 under par on his round, up to 5 under, 1 back. A very nice putt for McAdams. All pure all the way. Now Yun Lee Song. Okay, 1, 5, 6. He is a legend, so he gets an even better gallery cheers. This is the par 5 part of it, which is now the green 6 isn't really going to help too much. Hacker, he's not a hacker, so he has strong applause, which tends to be a little on the disappointing side when it comes to results. But we're going to roll the white die. It's a 2, so he gets a moderate putt for birdie. And he's a little farther back. He is going to use the blue chip he earned. And now he needs a 1 to 4. Oh, and he makes it. He would have made it either way. Hit it pure. And he'll move to -3. And now New, he started with 6 of the red chips. He's at even par. And he's going to give the course control to get rid of that last one. And let's see if he can squeeze a birdie out of here. 45, that is Golf Cam course, and he should have a good chance at a birdie with a double cordial hole. So if green 4, is it daunting? No. He'll have a clutch putt for birdie. It's only 1 to 3 though, but he can't get a red chip for missing the clutch putt. And he can't get a blue chip either, so he makes it. So birdies for everybody on 6. New back to -1. Sorry, I constantly get weirded out by the lag that comes from my encoder program. Okay, so all the way back to the first to find out who has the honor, as Van Dyke and Cavallari have matched scores. And it's going to be Cavallari on the 5th, another tough hole. He only has 1 blue chip, so he's going to have to play this out normal. And it's 24 in the rough with his second shot, so he's going to be trying to get up and down for par here. Workman, he's not a workman, so he will have not a gimme, it'll be an X easy, so he just needs to avoid 6s. And he does, so another par for Cavallari, a nice start for him, 1 under par. Now Martin Van Dyke, the leader. He's got 3 guys lurking there. And 14, Golf Cam course, and it's going to be a daunting hole because of the decide or die. So we look to Golf Cam course, par 4, and a green 6. Is it daunting? Yes. Needs a clutch putt for par. He is semi-gold. 1 to 4, and he makes it. So he will earn a blue chip for making the clutch putt. And now Simanowicz Jr. coming off a double. Let's get back on the par game here. 35 is in the rough with the tee shot. And now a green 6. Not going to be easy. Is he a master? And he's not. He's going to have a double difficult putt for par, so he's going to lag and take his lumps here. So that leaves him with the easy bogey, which he almost misses, but he does make it, and he will drop to -4. So a good start for Simanowicz, but then he 3 over on the last 2 holes, and so we are coming up to just about to the turn here. Hole 9, another par 5. So here's another chance. So 8 and 9 have a little bit of a lull in the course difficulty here, and maybe a chance for guys to make up a couple of shots. It's a long par 5, 614, one of the longer ones on tour. Yeah, you got some woods, and but only the single degree of course control available. So it's going to be Greer Copeland, the 3rd, and it's going to be 12. He's in the bunker in 3, so he's going to have to get up and down green side, and the bunker in 3 and a 3. Is he chunky? No. He'll have a gimme par putt, so nothing too difficult there to save his par. And so 2 over par, 38 on the way out for Copeland III. Now it'll be Fonseca, back-to-back bogeys for him and Aldrich. And Fonseca has to go off the course, and it'll be 55 Golf Cam course, so he does get lucky there. Green 6, is it daunting? No. Is he scattered? No, he's lucky there. He'll have a clutch putt for birdie. He needs a 1 to 3, otherwise he'll earn a red chip. And he does, and he'll miss the putt, so now an easy par, which he makes. And he is 38 on the front as well, so 2 over par. Not what he wanted. Now Aldrich is going to use a red chip to give the course control, and hoping to catch a break. Well, he's in the sand with his tee shot, and probably will be okay with that with a green 3. Let's see. Is he chunky? No. he's going to have an easy putt for birdie. And with how far he is down, he's just going to go ahead and try to make this 1-4. And he misses that. So now an easy par, or no, a gimme par. And he will make that, but he's going to stay at +2. So everybody 38 on the front 9 for that group. So okay, back to 8, par 3. It'll be Demmelmeyer, who is out of contention. Well, he's going to get another birdie. So back-to-back for him, using the out of contention rule. That's a little weird. I always find the out of contention a little on the weird side, but a little too often it makes it okay for the person who's out of contention. 46 is going to be in the sand. Off the tee for Dustin Emmerich. And then a 5. He is not sandy, so he'll have a double difficult putt for par, and Emmerich's going to drop another shot. He's going to be at -1. He's going to try and make this. He would actually earn a blue chip if he makes it, but he needs a 1. A 1 is the only one that he can get here. So he's going to try and give it a run. And it's a 2, so he misses that. Now a difficult putt for bogey. That is 1-3. And now a double difficult, or no, not double difficult, moderate for double, 1-5. He makes that. So he was aggressive, trying to stay up there, and maybe that would be questionable tactics, but at some point you have to make a move, and a par on one of the easier holes on the course is just not going to get it done if you're 4 or 5 back. So Honorado will take the par with the white 6. Just trying to explain the thinking, you may disagree with it, but sometimes you just have to make the call. Okay, so back to 7, toughest hole on the course, I believe, and 26 Golf Cam course, daunting hole 2. It's not cordial. It is daunting. Clutch putt for bogey for McAdams. He can't even make a par here. He automatically gets the clutch putt for bogey, and he's 1-3. He's going to lose the blue chip anyway. He's going to go ahead and spend it, make it 1-5, and he makes it. So he ends up with a bogey, but kind of tries to limit the damage there. Okay, now Lee Song, 3, so that's 36, and in the woods behind the green, and a green 6, so Lee Song's going to get have trouble here. He's not a master, so a double difficult putt for par. And Lee Song will lag this one. It's a difficult hole. If you can at least get a bogey here, is better than nothing. So there's a bogey for Lee Song, and he will drop to -2. Not the time to be going hard at a par putt, maybe. Okay, Josh New. Okay, and there's a white 6, so he will earn a par. And he will get a blue chip. So finally, he is in the blue chip column rather than the red. All right, so back to 6, and the lead group is at a relatively easy hole, and Cavallari has the tee. 1 back of Van Dyke, who is yet to play this hole. He'll be next up. 2-3-3 for Cavallari. he a king? No. Second shot sails over the green. It'll be up to a short game. Green 3. Make sure I have the right. Yes, it's that one. 3. Is he soft? No. He'll just get an easy putt for par. So barring 6s, he will remain 1 back for now. Now Van Dyke could extend this to a 2-shot lead with a birdie here. And 144. So he should have it. This should be a good chance. 144 is in the... He's not a hacker. He is a champion. He'll have an easy putt for birdie. And with a 1-shot lead, he's going to hold on to the blue chip and see if he can make it on his own. It's a 1-4 chance, and he makes it. Drains it. -7. So 2-shot lead, and now Simanowicz, he needs to make a... Love the eagle, but a birdie would be good as well, just to keep pace. 2, 3, 4. It's not direct, so he's not gilded. He is dynamic. He gets an easy putt for birdie. Now he needs the 1-4 to stay, to hold serve here. With Van Dyke, needs a 1-4, and he gets a 6. Gimme par putt. Disappointing effort there. Okay, so we've got Van Dyke in the lead. You can see the scoreboard at the top. Cavallari 2 back. Simanowicz Jr. and McAdams are 3 behind. And the first group, Fonseca, Copeland, and Aldrich, will begin the back 9 here. So let's get right to it. It'll be Greer Copeland coming off of a birdie on 8 and a par on 9, so his round is sort of stabilized. Even though he's +1, he is 8 back. We're going to have to start looking out of contention, and he'll get... that is going to be a special result. We play anything the golfer controls, which includes the white 6, as a special result. So we go to level 1. We will roll the black and green dice. And 24. This is a par 4. Flub tee shot, hazard to hazard sequence, difficult putt for bogey, golfer stormy the rest of the round. So Copeland just is getting a bit rooked here, and he's going to need a 1-3 for a bogey, which he does make. Tough start to the back 9. He's at +2, so he's 9 back with 8 to play, and for us that means he is out of contention. And unless Aldrich makes a birdie here, he will also be. So here is now Chico Fonseca. Now he gets the same white 6, but he gets a par out of it because he did not have, and that cancels out the red chip. He didn't get the trips. So all right, and Evan Aldrich needs a birdie, and it's gonna be 33. Golf Cam course, semi-daunting with a dot means he's probably not going to get any chance at a birdie here. And he's going to be out of contention almost certainly. 4. Is it cordial? No. Is it daunting? Yes. Clutch putt for par. Semi-gold. Doesn't have to worry about the red chip at the moment. 1-4. And he misses it. He gets a second red chip, but it doesn't really make a difference because he's going to get a bogey here, and that's going to be the end of the road for Aldrich as well, as far as rolling his golfer, because he's now 10 back with 8 to play, and so that's kind of sorted itself out here. All right, so back-to-back birdies for Demmelmeyer, and on the cordial hole, he gets another birdie. How about that? So he gets 3 in a row, and so that's going to leave him 3, 2, 3 over, 2 over, 4 over, 6 over, 7 over, 6, 5, 4 over, 40 on the front for Demelmeyer. So he started at -2. He's still at +2. So in theory, he 9 with 9 to play. But since he's out of contention and he's just gone on, he's not going to continue on this streak. We're just going to keep him there. Okay, Gail Honorado, 4 behind. Needs a birdie, 3, 5, 6, par 5. Scatter or puny, he's neither of those. He is a semi-hero, no dot. So, and he's a champion with no dot. So he's a semi-champion with no dot. So he doesn't get any of those rolls. We go to mood, and he does not have any mood at the moment. And that's a bad time to get a green 6. So par 5, green 6. Is he sunny? He's not sunny, so he has a difficult putt for par. And he is going to use his blue chip to make it a moderate 1 to 5, and he makes that. So that makes him sunny because he made that mood putt. You are allowed to use a blue chip to improve a mood putt and still have it affect the mood. So Emmerich coming off a double, and he's 2, 3, 4 on this hole. It's not direct. He's not gilded. He is semi-dynamic but does not have the dot, so it's going to be golf cam green. And this is not a friendly green, so the 2 is going to ask if it's friendly, and it's not. It's not challenging either. It'll be an easy putt for par. And so no chance for him here to get a shot back, and he will par 3 over, 39 for Emmerich. Even par on the tournament. So big struggle for him here today. Okay, so it'll be Josh New who has a chance here maybe to get into the top 10. 1, 2, 2. On the par 3 hacker. He's not a hacker, so he has a moderate putt for birdie. And he is going to just try to make it 1 to 2. He needs a 1 or a 2 to make this, and that would be a great birdie. The exclamation mark does not count because he had control. Needs a 1 or a 2. Oh, and he gets it. Back to 2 under par. And his 3 bogeys to start, and 4 of 5. He's at least kind of gotten it back together again. And now McAdams here on this par 3. And they'll be off the course card. 25 golf cam green. And at 4, it's not friendly, not challenging, so a clutch putt for par. Needs a 1 to 3. And he gets a red chip and he misses, so he's going to bogey this with an easy putt. And just as he was looking like he was maybe making a move, he bogeys back to back. And back to even par for his round. Yun Lee Song also struggling here, and he's going to get 45 golf cam course. Green 6 on a par 3. Is it daunting? No. He's not a hacker, so he gets a clutch putt for birdie. Semi-gold needs a 1 to 4. Boom for Yun Lee Song. And let's see, where is he at? He started the day at -4. 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. So back to -3. Birdieing the hole that you need, one of the holes you really need to birdie if you're hoping to have a shot at this title, because there's a lot of tough holes and only maybe 5 or 6 that are real chances. So now Van Dyke back at the 7th. This is a tough hole. Doesn't have enough chips to But guess what? He'll get a blue chip par with the white 6, and that's a real beneficial development there for him. Now Cavallari would love the same thing. 5 degrees of course control, but instead he goes 45, which is sand and 2. Green 1 should give him at least a chance for a par here. Chunky, he's not chunky, so he'll have a pin shot. We re-roll the green die and the decider die. You need the decider die to be yes and a 1 for it to go in the hole. He's making a good run at it, but it just goes past and he will have an easy par putt. And he drains it. So Cavallari stays 2 back, and now Simanowicz Jr. And he gets a bad break there with a white 1 on a hole where it doesn't do him any good. So in the trees off the tee. But a green 2, if he's a master, oh, he's not, so that's not going to help him too much. Easy second putt for par, though. So he would have had a wow chance. But instead, he should par, and he does. All right, so I'm going to stand up here, and my squeaky chair will go away for a bit, as I just need to change my perspective here. Okay, so we've got 2 of 3 in this first group who are out of contention. And I can just take Aldrich's chip away. So 11, a par 3 that's tough. 221 yards. It's a long sucker. And it's 5 degrees of course control. And maybe it's better for Greer and Evan that they don't have to play it. Okay, so Fonseca, with his par, gets the dubious honor of playing this for the first time. And he gets the trips. So we're going to end up having to do a special result for him. Now we've had one bad one. Will we get a good one now? Let's see. There are some good ones on the par 3s, so let's see. 24. Golfer's got it today. A gimme putt for birdie and a choice quality the rest of the round. Keep it till further notice if he wins. Not much of a chance of Fonseca to do that. But if he makes this gimme birdie, which he does, he gets a choice quality for the remainder of the round. And by my estimation, I think moving him from neutral to gold clutch putting would be the wisest thing of all. So let's do that. And if Fonseca somehow wins this, he will get to keep it. Okay, so now I'm going to do the, so who has the honor here? It's Copeland, so we're going to black is his score. Aldrich is green. So Copeland is a 6 on a semi-daunting hole. That's a bogey. Aldrich 3 on a semi-daunting is a par. Okay, back to 10. And it's going to be Demelmeyer, who, again, is... This time he gets a 6 on a semi-daunting. That's a bogey. So his run of good stuff has come to an end. Now Honorado. Oh, and he gets to roll it off of his card. 1-4-6 on a par 4. Avoids course control. 1-4-6 is going to be Legend or Dynamic. Honorado is neither of those. Firm green. He is not a bomber either, or semi-bomber, so the firm green doesn't come up there. So now it's right now. Honorado is neutral, so he's not cold, and this, so the 1 will help him here. The 1 is going to ask, is he cold? And he is not cold, so he gets a gimme birdie putt, and he will take advantage of that as long as he doesn't get 6s on this roll. Oh, and he drains it, so he's to within 3. Honorado, can he make a charge here? Good way to start his back nine with a bird dog. And now Dustin Emmerich, he gets his par. He could attack the green. He is a ways back, and he's got to make some birdies, but I think he feels like this is a good time to take a blue chip. Okay. So it's going to be Lee Song and New about ready to turn the corner here. And Josh New looking for another birdie here if he can help it. Oh, and he has a chance at a par. You know what? He's going to take that and get another blue chip. He can use them later, and so a par for him. Lee Song, and he will do the same thing. Takes a blue chip, and now Trent McAdams. He's going to give the course control here. He's unhappy with seeing the white sixes at the moment. He'd like to get a birdie if he can. So 15 is in the woods off the tee with a green 6. So this, as I've said before, there is luck involved in anything. Sometimes it can be good. Sometimes it can work against you. 6 is going to ask if he's a master. Now he is a semi, and he gets the dot. So he really, so now he's a master. So let's see off the tee. So because of that, he gets an easy putt for birdie. So a bad lie off the tee, but his mastery of his playing out of the rough gives him a chance at a 1-4 birdie. Can he make it? And he does. How about that? That doesn't happen very often, where you get that green 6 and somehow are able to worm your way into a birdie chance. But he has the traits, and so he goes 1 under on the front, 35. So he start? Yeah, he started at 3 under par. Okay, so Josh New, 38. Started at 4 under, is at 2 under now, and Lee Song, he 1 over par, started at 4, now at -3. Okay, so we've got the lead group at the 8th. That'll be Martin Van Dyke, holding on to the blue chips here. Hoping for a 1 or a 2 or a white 6. Gets the 2. So let's see what 2, 4, 6 on the par 3 indicates. Champion or dynamic. He is both. So he gets an easy birdie putt, and he will use one of the blue chips this time. He wants the birdie. Now it's a gimme 6-6 miss. Makes it. So moves to -8. Having a nice front 9 here. Started off slowly with a bogey on 1, but now 3 birdies since. Now -8. Okay, so now it'll be Cavallari. 2-5-6 for him. He's not a hacker, so it'll be a mood. He doesn't have a mood check, and this is the same mood check as I think Honorado had, which could be worse. It's a green 6. It's going to ask if he's sunny. He's not, so he has a difficult putt for par. And this time he's just going to let it ride. Needs a 1-3. Could use a blue chip, but he wants to save that for trying to get a birdie. And he misses it, so he will be stormy the rest of the round. And now moderate bogey putt needs to make this 1-5. And he's going to drop into this tie for -4. So we're just going to do this here. And now it's Samanowicz Jr. Of course, I should have waited. Maybe he will get a birdie here. You never know. 45, Golf Cam course. And a green 2. It's going to be an easy, it's going to be a moderate putt for par. X moderate, needs a 1 through 5, and he gets it. All right, so I'm going to do one more pass through, and then since that'll bring the leaders up through the turn, and then I will look maybe the end of the day tomorrow or maybe this evening to finish this out. If I can get some time this evening, take me about an hour and a half to finish after this. But okay, maybe this is probably the toughest hole. It actually says length, layout, and winds make this the toughest hole at most Pacific Pine South tournaments. 504 yards, par 4, 5 degrees of difficulty, daunting, challenging, and the exclamation mark. So, good luck, Chico. 55, and he gets probably the worst for the wear here. Green 6 off the tee. He is not a master, so he's going to have a double difficult putt for par. And Fonseca, he's going to try and let this roll. He's got to do it. Needs a 1. Can he get it? Nope. So that was a double difficult putt for par. Now a difficult bogey. He needs a 1 to 3. And he gets that. Loses a shot. And now we're going to do the out of contention for Copeland and Aldrich. Aldrich had the honor here, so he has the 4. That's par, and 6 is bogey. So par for Aldrich, bogey for Copeland. And we will go to 11. Gail Honorado. Let's see, Fonseca is 8 back with 6 to play. He is going to be out of contention. Actually, barring Martin Van Dyke meltdown on this hole, he's going to be out of contention. So Honorado, course control 13 in the rough off the tee. Green 4, is he a workman? No, so he will have a moderate second putt for par. Or wait, hold on, wrong. Rough in 1 for workman, no. Moderate putt for par still. Okay, sorry, I was just I looked at the wrong chart. So 1 to 5. And Honorado makes it. It'll be Emmerich who needs a birdie or else he would fall out of contention. He'd be 8 back with 7 to play. 56, rough 1, par 3, green 1. Is he a workman? He's not, so he will have a pin chance. Needs a 1 and the decide or die to get a birdie here and roll this chip in. Doesn't get that. He ends up with a moderate putt for par. 1 to 5 in the hole. And now Demelmeyer, semi-daunting 1, is going to be a birdie if this is a dot, and it's not, so it'll be a par. And I'm going to hold on with taking Emmerich out of contention. So Lee Song, McAdams, who birdied and knew. So McAdams will go first, starting the back 9 here. 23 is Sandin 2, green 2. Sandy, semi-sandy with a dot, so he will have a pin chance. He hits a great splash. Can it go in? It does not. He ends up with the moderate par putt. And he misses that. So now an easy bogey, which he makes barely. And McAdams drops the shot he gained on the last hole. Okay, New will be next. Josh New is going to use a blue chip here. And then you roll the decide or die. If it's a no, which it isn't. Now he doesn't have to use another one to gain control, so we will put that as a 1. 225 on the par 4. Let's see if that helps from his traits here. 224, is he a king or a bomber? Semi-bomber, no dot this time. He's not a king, so not a champion either. He'll have experience. He's an icon with a 2, so this should be a gimme birdie putt for him. Experience 2, par 4. Is he an icon? Yes. Made a similar shot last week. Amazing. Gimme putt for birdie. So he should get to -3 here, and he does. Still 5 back, but a birdie. And sorry about that. I had to. Sometimes family takes precedent, and so kind of tough on a live stream to deal with that, but I did. So Lee Song only has 1, and he doesn't want to risk it if it comes up to be a daunting hole. So it's going to be 35 Golf Cam course, par 4 green 3. Is it cordial? No. Is it daunting? Not this time. So he will have a clutch par putt. Semi-gold, and he gets another. Oh, but he misses, so he loses it. So it's, and he would, if he had spent it, he would have lost it as well. So the easy bogey, he makes it, and he will drop to -2. So leaderboard really getting spread out here, and now you've got a chance for Van Dyke to maybe get back-to-back birdies on a relatively easy hole, and really spread it out going into the final 9. So let's see. Martin Van Dyke looking to assert himself as a challenger for Emmerich, maybe a favorite on this tour this year, with a decisive victory here if he can get another birdie and just bring it into the garage safely. 125. He's not a bomber, and it's not direct. So we go, is he champion? He is. He has a moderate putt for eagle. This could really put things around. Somehow he gets, so moderate putt for eagle. So he hits 2 splendid shots, a great iron in, great drive, great iron. Now he has a chance at a moderate eagle, and the question is, does he use the blue chip? And we say he does. He's going to make it an easy eagle. Now he needs a 1 to 4. 1 to 4. Can he do it? And that would put him to -10, and he would just be lapping the field at this point if he gets it and he misses. So, but that leaves him with a gimme birdie. So not the worst use of a chip, as long as he doesn't get 6s here. And he doesn't. He birdies back to back, and a 3 under, 33 on the front. He'll be at -9. And I'm just going to go ahead and do this on the stream here so we can see it happen. We're going to put this over here. All right, so we've got 2 more golfers before we call it a session here, and it will be Simanowicz Jr., 566. He is a legend. He gets a blue chip in. He hits a great drive on the par 5. It's going to be strong applause. He's not a hacker. So that goes to strong applause. We re-roll white. And then we see what kind of a birdie chance he gets. The best would be a moderate. And he does get a moderate birdie chance. He will try it 1-2. Not going to use the blue chip here. Misses that. So now an easy par, which he holes out. So 1 over par, 37. At -4, way behind Van Dyke. And now Cavallari coming off a bogey. 3, 4, 6. Bomber, nope. Utility, nope. Firm green, nope. So it'll be golf cam green. It's not a friendly green, so the 4 is going to bring about a clutch par putt. And he's going to try and get his second blue chip here. He needs a 1-3. He loses the blue chip he had, and now it's going to be an easy bogey. So back-to-back bogeys for Cavallari. He's going to be at 37. Started at -4, now at -3, and that's where we're going to leave this. As I've run out of time, we're at the 13th for the lead group, but we already know Emmerich is going to be gone. He is going to be out of contention, as he's got 7 to play, but he was 9 back. So when we come back, hopefully tonight, I can finish this out, maybe around 7 o'clock or so. Thanks for checking us out here. I know this was a live stream, didn't have any live comments, but hopefully some of you watch this after the fact. And feel free to leave comments. Feel free to like. Would appreciate any kind of positive feedback you can give. Criticism is fine as well, but just trying to get through this tournament. It looks like this is Van Dyke's to lose at this point. Having a phenomenal final round, currently at -9, 3 under par on the round, -9 for the tournament, and looking like, barring some kind of a meltdown, he's a shoo-in. So see you a little later for the for part 3 and hopefully the final part of the final round of the 2019 San Diego Open.